on, fellow junkies? Horror Junkies 509, Kyle 13th coming at you again today, you guys. And I'm coming at you October 1st, baby. Today, Saturday, October 1st. It all begins. Spooky season's already begun, but now it's October. This is when things get real. And, you know, September is our pregame, but October is when we shine. Horror fans, Halloween enthusiasts, here we are. Let's get this month rocking and rolling off right. As you can see, I'm in my orange, and if you saw my beginning, you kind of saw exactly what's kind of going on in this video. I do have the Sam onesie here. It does not have the feet covers, but hey, I got this from Spirit, you guys, and the little thing, I got the biggest size that was available. It says it wasn't going to fit. I came home, tried it on, and it fits good enough for me, so hey, if you guys were curious, I got the 2X size when I'm normally probably bigger than that according to the numbers and stuff like that. I'm 6'3", and it fits me okay. The only time it gets a little crazy is when I lift my arms. The legs kind of come up a little bit, but hey, you can get like orange socks, get some orange sleeves if you're a bigger guy. We can make this work. It's awesome, you guys. So, what am I going to go through on this video, you guys? You kind of saw it already, but I got a mask from Spirit. This is not a Trick or Treat Studios video. This is a Spirit video. We'll kind of get into it as we go along. But Spirit came out with this Sam mask from Trick or Treat a few years ago. I've had it for quite a while, but I've been waiting for the best time to do this review. So let's go ahead and get right into it, you guys. I hope you guys are having a killer October so far, but let's make it an amazing one. So, just real quick, Face of Horror competition, you guys. Thanks to you guys, I made it to the next level. I'm in the top 10. I'm still currently sitting at second, you guys. So I really got to start pushing to get me to that #1 spot if I want to stay alive as we go further. I believe the top 5 are only the ones who are going to stick around for the next round. So I'm still currently good, but I still want to start pushing. I appreciate all of you guys so far. Some of you have done more than I would ever be able to ask for. You guys know who you are. If you guys are comfortable with me mentioning it, who you guys are in my videos, just message me. And if not, it's all good. But I want you guys to know who have been going above and beyond. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, you guys. I appreciate all of you. And everybody who's been coming in and doing votes every single day, you guys are also appreciated so very much, because without all of you, it doesn't take just a couple people. It doesn't take my family. It doesn't just take my friends. It takes all of us to get me to where I am and to keep me going forward. So I'm still second place. I'm in the top 10. I believe we got 6 days and we'll knock off to only the top 5. So keep voting, you guys, and I appreciate it. Link is in the description if you guys lost it. So I always try to make this as simple as possible. But thank you so much. So let's go ahead and get right into this mask. Like I said, it is from Spirit. Trick or Treat Studios also does a Sam mask. They do a burlap one, but it's not made of burlap. It's all latex, and that's why I didn't go with that one. It has like eye holes in it, so it really kind of takes away from the look of the mask. But Trick or Treat Studios also makes the under mask for Sam, and that one is great. I will be getting that one, but I wanted to get this one first. Why do I like this one so much? To me, this is a hybrid mask, because this outside is burlap. It is a fabric burlap, and on the inside, it is a latex mask. So it's got the best of both worlds. This thing is really big. I mean, the head is supposed to be really big. I think my only complaint as far as screen accuracy is I feel like these buttons are a little too close to each other. So I feel like they're supposed to be a little bit further apart. But honestly, it's got all the looks. It's got the rope around the neck, all the stitching across the middle, and then his stitched smile. It does go all the way around the back. One hard thing about this is trying to keep it kind of perfectly round. So when you get it, it comes in a package. It's all folded up. This took me a long time to get it to look this good. But I kind of did a balloon, and then I blew it up in there. And then so I kind of left it for a long time, you know, in my room where I kind of let it get a little warm so it can mold it. Still not perfect, but it's damn good. Way better than what it was when I first got it. So I don't have a problem with that at all. So to go ahead and get in this, I really don't have, I can't say the mold, but likeness. I think this has a great likeness to the character. Like I said, just these buttons need to be a little bit further out. I feel like it was all the stitching and, you know, all that detail. I think they nailed it. I feel like it looks like the character, even with the button eyes not being completely perfect. But I feel like the bib probably could come down a little bit further. This little part around the neck, I really think I could come down a little bit further. I feel like with this, I would like to have been able to tie it tighter, but if every time you tie it tighter, it kind of caves in the face front here, and so you can't really do much with it. So I always just try to keep it in just a loose knot without it kind of going crazy. But I think it still gives the look that I'm overall looking for. And on the back, it does have a couple pieces of Velcro, so if you guys need to undo it to get your head in there. See, it's a pretty big hole to be able to get your head in there, so I don't know a lot of people that would need it, but it is there for you guys if you need it. So as far as what I would normally go through on a mask review, you guys, this has the lightness. It's got, I feel like the material is great. I think it's really reminiscent of the character, and so I really don't have a bad thing to say about it. Let's go ahead and try it on. You kind of saw it in the beginning, but hey, what's wrong with a little bit more, huh? And Sam does not wear a chain. And if you guys have any questions, the jumper, the onesie thing did come with this onesie. It comes with these gloves, and it comes with the mask. All the other accessories I had to buy myself. So I do have the sucker knife. Trick or Treat Studios makes one as well, but this is the Spirit one. And then this is the candy bar, the Holly Ho. And so you just pop off that candy bar, and then it releases the razor blade. So you got yourself a little shank if you need it. I just got this year from Spirit as well. So this is wicked awesome. But let's go ahead and try this on real quick, and then we'll kind of talk a little more about the character. All right, you guys. So that's what it looks like when it's on. Sorry if I made a chubby Sam. It's not my fault. This mask is very tight. This is one of my least favorite types of things. It is kind of a bubble mask. You got plenty of room in there, but you do have some foam in there, so it kind of keeps your head secure a little bit. But definitely it's still very open in there. But I mean, you can't really complain when that is what the character looks like. So it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and give this mask because I think the look is great. My only complaint is the button eyes being a little bit too close. And the way you see inside is it's got holes right here in the latex. So you can see right through the burlap just regularly. And it also has a couple holes around the mouth area so you can breathe. So if that's something you're curious about, but you still have to see through the burlap. So sight's not that great, but I mean, I still think it's worth it to look this great. I've seen a lot of people make these themselves, and they look absolutely fantastic. That is awesome for the people who have that skill. But as you guys have been with me for a while, no, I really don't have much of a skill in that at all. If you guys don't know who this character is, he is from an anthology movie called Trick or Treat. Not Trick or Treat Studios, but Trick or Treat. It's an anthology movie. It's absolutely fantastic. It came out quite a few years ago, made by Michael Dougherty, the same guy who did Krampus. So I highly recommend this. This is one of my favorite Halloween movies. I've watched it once this year already. I usually watch it 2 or 3 times, so it'll definitely be coming around again. Actually, before I get out of this, what do I want to rate this out of 10? I'm going to go ahead and rate this a solid, I'm going to give it a 7. Just because, I mean, I feel like they could still do a little bit better, trying to give it a little bit more firm so you can make it stay round instead of all the denting and stuff like that. But they have all the details. This is my biggest complaint here is the eyes just need to be a little bit further apart. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that in the video. and then allowing us maybe to tighten it up just around the neck a little bit without it compromising the mask. I think those are the only gripes I really have about it. But I feel like the material, the look, the details, I think it's all fantastic, you guys. And I highly recommend it if you're a Sam fan. So definitely check it out. But remember, it comes in like a little bag. So when you get it out, it's going to be disheartening because it's going to be flat as a pancake. And it's going to be, you just got to work with it a while. So to kind of go over the details, the accessories, like I said, you also can get the Sam bag. It's not a very big bag in any way, shape, or form, and it's just made out of the same material as the gloves. And it's kind of got some details in it. It's very stringy and stuff like that, so it's probably going to fall apart, just kind of like the gloves, in my opinion. So these two things I might have to remake eventually, but I feel like the onesie is pretty decent. I mean, I'm not trying to make it like sound like indestructible, because it's definitely not. If I really wanted to get at it, I could really just destroy this thing. But as far as the onesie goes, I mean, it's just a big orange onesie. It's got the yellow patches on it where it's supposed to. It's dingied up a little bit, which I think is just great. It's really baggy, even on my giant ass, I guess. But I mean, highly recommend it. I think it'll be great. I want my nephew to dress up as this character so bad. I think it'd be perfect. But you know, it's not my kid, so I can't make decisions yet. So here's the lollipop as well, so if you want to check that out. It does come in a full version as well, so if you wanted that one, but of course I needed the Shiv version. And then of course the Holly Ho candy bar. This thing just pops right off and then releases the blade. This is a retractable razor blade, which is super cool. And it does not matter which way you put this back on, it will pop back on, and it'll just fit snugly perfectly. So I was so excited when I saw this. Now I would just wish there was the wrapper topper, so I could put it out and make it look like a candy bar. I'm sick and twisted like that. A couple other things that I did want to show off real quick is just a couple light up statues that I have of the character. Here's him. I got this guy a couple years ago, sitting on the pumpkin. There's the title of the movie, Trick or Treat. The light fell out when I grabbed it, so I just got to super glue that back in. But this does light up pretty decently. He's got his lollipop knife right there, but here's a good resemblance of what the character looks like. So if you feel like you want like an image of them together, here it is. Definitely. So if you guys have not seen this movie and you're a Halloween fan or Halloween enthusiast, you're doing yourself a disservice, and I highly recommend you get on the train because this is awesome. And this one I got just this year, so this is what Sam's under mask looks like. So Trick or Treat Studios makes this. I am still working on buying it, and I'm hoping I can wear the under mask under that mask. So I'm hoping that's going to be a thing. So here's this guy. This does light up. His light is on. Or wait. So it does light up. It's not a super bright light, but hey, I think it's super cool, and I love it. And so here's the back. He does have the little tushy opener here. I would show you that, but I think my wife would have issues with that. Just kidding, you guys. But that's the other one. I just bought this one this year from Spirit. And if I can get him without ruining him. Things are falling. There's also an action figure of Sam. So if you guys were curious about the character, you guys. So I think after everything, I think I'm giving this a solid 7 out of 10. Did I say 7? I don't even remember. But definitely mask well worth it if you guys want this in your collection. I highly recommend it as far as all the issues and pluses that I did give you guys. That's going to do it for me. This mask and this character Sam and the Trick or Treat movie get a solid. And I can't stress that enough, you guys. I highly recommend it if you haven't watched it. Get out there and enjoy this month, you guys, because we only get one. So that's going to do it for me. Kyle 13th, Horror Junkies 509. Kyle 13th signing out just until next time. You guys already know it. I've been sentenced to life. I am a horror lifer. And you guys have a killer day. And stay bloody this whole month, you guys. Have a good one.